Hello everyone, welcome back to Snowrunner. Back to Tamir, back to difficult mode to continue on with our previous missions. Sam is having lots of fun, Michelle. He's down there with his squeaker toys and seeing what kind of an annoyance he can be. But he's okay. Happy dog. Alright. Anyhow, we got to get back to where we left off. Back to the quarry. Back to rescuing the Padera. Which means we need this guy. Alright, just because it hasn't settled yet, we need to reattach the winch. There we go. And then the fun part, then we got to reload this guy after I get it back on and get headed back up the mountain again. Alright, we're going to have to crane the trailer in place, I think. Not that it'll be that easy because you don't get a front winch point on these. Okay. Again, anybody looking to join, the code is in my Discord, in the Snowrunner chat. Yeah, Mark, you're more than welcome to jump back in if you want. Alright, crane mode. Of course, we got that one. I don't know if I'll be able to reach the other one from here, dadgummit. That might be a bit of a problem. I think I pushed it too far out of the way. Nope. Let's stay in crane mode. I mean, this is a pretty long crane, so we might get her. Well, let me jump into Discord here. Hello guys, look at that, I was able to reach it. You go, Sam. Yeah, he loves his little squeakers. You don't have a save? Yeah. All right. Still can't reach from there. So we need to do a safety winch to that tree. There we go. Now we got her in there. So I'm going to bring it far enough forward that hopefully I can get the Tataran up here and drag it through the gateway with me. Alright there, Grim Ninja, do you have voice chat? Alright, if we are trying to finish up the last remaining tasks and contracts here, most of which are all found in the rift. So we've got 2 trucks in the rift already. I'm about to bring a couple more in there. So if you want to just jump into one of them, we'll get something set up and figured out. It's good for your character. Oh, let's see now. These have to go to the old lumber mill. So let me... Yes. This is the way I want to go into here. Yes. Yes. Yep. That's another area where you're better off with running liters instead of gallons. I figured out is because, you know, gallons and liters don't directly translate on this game. So 10% gallons wise leaves you short on the liters. So 10% doesn't actually work for I think Grim Ninja is out delivering your cement. Yes. Where's that Zig? I bet he didn't show up. The great bacon debate. I don't care who makes the bacon. If you're going to call it bacon, I'm going to eat it. That's all right. For the other one, yep. Nicely done. May not be much, but sometimes even the smallest things can make a difference. 1,260 XP, 7,100 cash. Oh, just I had that happen to me on here, Mike. I left a tanker that had exactly 10% as per the gallons, and it told me I didn't have enough. I had to put more in it because, you know, you got the whole decimal point things in there, and it won't add the decimal point in the comparison switching over from gallons to liters, and vice versa. They're just giving you whole numbers on here for what you've got in a tank. And into that fuel trailer goes up on that hilltop. However, if there's still enough in there, I would like a top off before you take off with it. Good, good. I'm coming by right now, so I'll let you top me up when I get up here. Thank you, sir. All right, let's see how she does crossing the river over here. There's one more upgrade somewhere. I'm not sure what map it's on. I thought it was on this map, but... yeah, because I'm at 23 out of 24. Game rounds it to 4. Actually going to go this way so I can take that rock turn a little bit wider. That's what you heard. Yeah, when I go into my profile, it says I'm at 23 out of 24. So I don't know what map I'm missing an upgrade on. Thank you. That should be more than plenty for minor repairs on the station itself and our vehicles if the need arises. 610 XP, 7,950 cash. Yeah. Yep, upgrades unlocked. 23 out of 24. Let's see. Let's go global map. Go. I might know where the missing one is. It might be in Zimnogorsk. Because there's a hidden one right in the middle of the map where the watchtowers don't uncover. There's a big gray spot. And it's probably that one. The one on top of the hill, right smack dab in the middle. Like, if your map's oriented north-south, straight south from the Mastodon. I think that's where that's at. All right, let's see. What task is this next to me here? The Great Nomad. All right. Restore the conloaf and deliver it to the service station. Which is back there. Oh, we can do that. I happen to have a trailer with service spare parts and big enough to pack a conloaf on top of. All right, covering all fronts. Great job. Now we don't need to worry about our trucks getting low on fuel for the time being. Feel free to drop by if you need to top off your stock too. Fuel station now available. 360 XP, 3,550 cash. Now you know that's some squishy mud. Put the anchors out and they do absolutely nothing but sink in. All right, let's go back down here. So we do. Oh, see, I'm looking at the wrong one. Yeah, we're going to that one. kind of still want to take the same general route. Cutting up through here. Trees are a little thick, so we're going to go for seeing where we're going. I think we're out of the thick of it, so to speak. Too bad there isn't a way to leave the upgrade markers on the map after picking them up. Yeah. So that way you know which ones you've got and which ones you didn't. It can be kind of hard to remember, especially like when you're doing co-op and you got other guys that are helping you get the upgrades. Only way to find it is either check everywhere or garage searching until you find out which upgrades you're missing. Yeah, then you got to know which ones you were supposed to get anyhow. Yeah, it's deep down south in the Drownlands. Yeah. Yeah, there's a few of them in the Drownlands that are kind of hidden. Yeah, the one by the radio tower in the pit, that's a tough one to find. Because it doesn't show up. But even though it's in the range of the watchtower, it don't show up because it's down below its vision. If that makes any sense. Huh. Let me take a look. Oh, that's like a tractor or something in the water there. Up by the sawmill. Got the one over here, I'm pretty sure. I mean, yeah, I should be able to go into the individual maps, but if it's an undiscovered one, it's not going to show up on the map. Drownlands. That doesn't show any. Quarry. That doesn't show any. And here in the rift. Yeah, none of them show any on the main screen. So it's got to be something that's in one of the dark areas that's undiscovered yet. Yeah, we don't need that service trailer. He's good to drag it away. He's got to get over to a trailer store eventually. He might break it before he gets it there. Oh yeah. He must have. He's slipped around by me and topped it off. That's all right. 3 upgrades in the rift. Oh, I'm going to have to move him out of the way. But that's all right. We're going to... because that'll stage complete us. And then we can take the fuel back. Now we change trucks to... Why did it... Alright, why is it not? Oh, because that's the other Tataran. Well, that's in a really crappy spot. That's the one for pacifist. Needs to get turned in. Okay. All right. Well, I just knocked it all out with the what I had on this trailer. But that's all right. You can actually bring that service trailer up towards the gateway because we'll have to pull it through to sell it to the trailer store later anyhow. Oh, and, well, I guess I still have 10 more points that got to go into that. I don't know why it, there we go. Fuel. Yeah, so it's right where I was saying I thought it was. Nice. There we go. Yeah. Semi-trailer 2. There we go. Look at that. And we can swing this guy around the corner. Great Nomad, living legend. This one and back on the road. 2. Nicely done. 590 XP, 5,000 $50 cash. Well, could be euros. I don't know. Hey, RXY, back in again, huh? All right, what do we got left here? We have a boatload of stuff on this map. 3 total tasks left here. Lost and Found is the only one that is currently activated, so we need to activate Finders, Keepers, and Unexpected Guests need to get activated yet. Okay, and contracts wise, that one's done. That one's done. So we have no contracts left, so we have 3 tasks left to do. And Tamir will be complete. Except it says 62 out of 76 missions finished. Yeah, because I'm not doing the contest, so yeah, that's probably what it is, the contests. Yeah, I did them all on my original playthrough, but I haven't been messing with them here. All right. Anyhow. So Finders Keepers is over there. And okay, so you want to activate that while you're there, and then I will run over and I'll activate Unexpected Guests real quick. Yeah, and you got to take the scenic route to get to the activation point first. Can't just drive straight to it because it's up on top of that ridge. Lost and Found. Well, as expected, the contents of that trailer have seen better days. Still, we should be able to put some of it to use. Thanks for your time. 320 XP, 2,850 cash. I have to drive it all back on this one because it costs money to recover. Sell all the trailers and drive the trucks back to the garage. Yeah, $8,000 a pop for recovering trucks is a little steep. Can't believe my watchtower guy came in here, activated this watchtower, and never drove forward to activate the task. Unexpected guests. Places like these seem to attract a good bit of attention from thrill seekers and scavengers alike. It seems like someone had set up camp in the forest nearby. Head down there, see if they're still there. Not a problem. We can do that. And we're gonna kind of cut through this way. down this really steep hill. Cut through the trees over here. Can't remember what truck it was I was driving the first time I did this. I drove down the same hill I'm about to go down and rolled it all the way down. That was on my recovery is fine profile. All right, that adds to the camouflage. Now I got a bush in my grill. Unexpected guests. Seems like false alarm. Looks like the place is abandoned and mostly empty. Why would the owners just leave their tent here is another question. But just knowing they aren't here anymore is good enough for me. I mean, you're not like curious as to what serial killer may have nabbed them and killed them all and had them for dinner? It's a pretty nice tent. And a trailer full of fuel. Really thick mud. Alright, I guess the question is, do we have enough... Oh, well, I got a fuel trailer right here if we don't have enough free fuel to fix that. Okay, the one up by the old sawmill? Alright, cool. And I will drop this over by the gateway. Try to start collecting the trailers and stuff over here. At least we'll get them to the gateway. We've only got 4 trucks in here and stuff, but we can at least get all these things up there. And all right. Real boss of Snowrunner, Rift, and Drummond Island trailer cleanup. Yeah. Yeah, I think those are the 2 spots that have the most trailers and you do the least amount of work. Probably get both of those scout trailers on the flatbed. That I've got up here. Actually, there's 2 scout trailers over here yet, because I got a scout flatbed and another scout fuel carrier over here. Figure if we've got all these trailers at least up by the gate, it'll be easy to grab them when we're making round trips. You have to drag them through the entirety of NAI and Erskine to sell them. Yeah. Of course, anything from Season 8 onwards, you only have to worry about selling the trailers you bought. The ones they give you, you can just delete because they're not going to pay you for them. Got a little bit to go before I get there, though. Why don't they pay you for them? I don't know. It was something they started in season 8. They stopped paying you for the trailers they give you. They don't pay you at the fuel store anymore. But anything prior to season 8, you still get money for them. So. Of course. I had to try it. Works for everybody else, not me. I get the tree. The one time you don't want a solid tree is the one time you get it. Belmont Glades is so big you've been exploring and testing for the entire stream and still haven't found everything. Yeah. It's a pretty big region. Let's see, now I got 4 of the trailers here. We got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 trailers in this region. I got 4 of them with me. One is on the back of the Padera. And there's 3 more coming along. And the last one is a small Scout flatbed that appears to be on its side way over here in the southeast corner. Okay, I'll go ahead and snag that while I'm sitting here. Yeah, we could probably get all these Scout trailers packed in the 2 in the flatbed and on the sideboard trailer. Oh, let me put a marker on that. So funny to watch a big dog chasing his tail. Finders keepers, well done. Truck's in working order. We'll make sure to put it to good use. 200 XP, 1,550 cash. Alright, we are going to back up there to that. Truth be told, I still have to finish getting all the trucks and trailers cleaned up off of season 16. Alright, well, there's 5 of the trailers parked here now. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, I know I shut that off. Hey, Steve. Just in time, Steve. We're working on cleaning up the trucks and trailers now. All the work is done. Alright, now this is the hard part, is craning these trailers on. Well, that worked. Not. Is it too much to ask for them to just give us a winch point on the top of these trailers so you can just pick them all up straight? Alright, I gotta get this thing back down a little more down to earth here. Stop it. Stupid tree. Oh, of course it's not sitting down all the way, so it won't let me pack it. There we go. Now it's sitting down all the way. To add to the challenge, we're going to make it dark. Why does the nighttime always come up when you're trying to crane stuff awkwardly onto trailers? Something straightforward like your cargo? Not a problem. Daylight all day long. Get it? Thought I was going to finesse that. Why would you roll back off and then flip upside down? You're supposed to stop rolling when I let go of you. Hey, pull that truck right up behind this trailer so this scout fuel trailer can't roll backwards. Because I think the slope of the hill is what's allowing it to roll back off. There we go. Now hopefully that'll allow me to pack it. I don't know if it will or not because it looks like it's not sitting down all the way. Well, I think everything's packed. It didn't give me the can't pack thing, but we're going to go into photo mode here and zoom over there and take a peek. Nope, did not get the back one. Of course not. That would have been asking too much. It's crazy because should be able to set that wheel down on the ground, but it just wants to stay up in the air. Which is really weird. Could be. Well, let's flip it back into your truck. That gets us four of the scout trailers all policed up. Anyhow, the last one we can pull behind one of the Tatarans. Let's take a look. All of our trailers and stuff are now right here. Now, unfortunately, because of the crane being on the step, it won't pull one of the trailers except to winch it. But it definitely has some daylighters on it. All right, let me get clear of the gateway before you come through with anything, because it tends to glitch out sometimes. Alright, I'm clear. Not that one. Yes, that one. Well, that didn't work very well. I mean, I saved it, but it did not work according to plan. I was going to back the C500 up to grab that trailer, got up there and got spun sideways with my safety winch. Yeah, I see 500 bumper catches on things all the time. But that's okay. Still the best scout in the game. More of a question. Yeah, it catches on a few things, but not real bad. Swapped it out for a different one that looked higher. Yeah, I love the way this one looks. See, it's never nighttime when you got that step behind you. See, turn my headlights. That's on, that's off. Can't even tell when my headlights are on hardly at all. Gotta use them for the curves though, because then I get out of the beams. Alright, so what do we got over there? We got the 2 Terrans and 1 scout trailer, right? Alright, I'm going to go ahead and run this guy all the way back up to the trailer store here in Zimnogorsk, because that's the closest trailer store. And I gotta let Sam out. Let's go. Look at that. Mark's just lining them up. Like it. I like it a lot. What truck we got up front? Tega. Wrong button. That button. Wow, that thing sounded like it was struggling to start. Okay. Global map. Quarry. Doo-doo-doo. Yeah, it's still a good truck. And I just happen to have a Jeep parked over here just for those little scout trailers. Scout trailers, I say little and they're bigger than the Jeep is. I think there's several of them still in the middle of the quarry map at that service station down there. Yeah, there's a Navistar out there somewhere. What's that? All right. Thanks for your help, man. Okay, what do we got on the other maps? Quarry. I have two scout trailers, but a total of 5 trailers still in the quarry. I have a flatbed with spars on it at the old lumber mill. I have a fuel carrier, a sideboard semi-trailer, and 2 small scout flatbed and a scout fuel carrier. But there's a trailer store at the yard in the middle, so really I just need to bring a scout down to there. And I think most of these trailers are already... All right, fuel carrier trailer is actually just south of the Zindagorsk Gateway. So we need... Oh, I can't use this step. It doesn't have a... That's the way a cleanup's done. We got 2 maps cleaned up in almost no time. Okay. go all the way to the road. So what's next? I believe Cola is in line, isn't it? At least the sun's back up. See Nathan's season tier list? No, I haven't. Top 3, Cola, Yukon, and more. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that's not a surprise at all. Oh, really? It's gonna go and collapse on me, and I don't have a crane on this thing. All right, let's see. Let's stop there. Attach that winch. See if I can pull it over onto me now that I got a wheel under it. This is not having it. Oh, come on, you. Okay. Like I said, I think almost everything else is already at that trailer store in the center. I just got to bring the Jeep down here to sell the scout trailers. I'm not sure what's left in the drowned lands. I know there's no trucks in there. Yes, I got both the Terrans. Of course I did. What kind of fly-by-night operation you think I'm running here? The kind with a tail light warranty? No, Mark's got my back. He won't let me leave without him. That's why I brought him along. Gotta have somebody keep me on the straight and narrow. All right, I'm going to go grab the Jeep and bring that down so we can get rid of the scout trailers. Okay. Hey, Amanda. Welcome in. Yeah, guys, if you like some of the goofy kind of games, Amanda Amazing plays some of the cool little goofy ones like Humans Fall Flat and some of the stuff like that. You'll laugh. If you're having a rough day, she's the one to go watch because you will laugh at the games that she's playing. Good entertainment. The most non-serious gameplay. Yep. Purifiers. That was another one that was kind of cool. Got the little cat in the tank. Woo. A little squirrely there. And your link is working? Good. I went in there and found where when I copied it, it didn't have just one space in there. There were two spaces. So I had to take that second space out, and that got everybody working. Might that one in secret. Is this my road? This is my road. It might play that one in secret. Purifiers or Humans Fall Flat? Humans Fall Flat. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Never laughed so hard as playing with Just Kristen. Drunk multiplayer would be a show to see. Oh man, that game looks like it was challenging enough without drinking. Make it into a drinking game. Every time you fall, you've got to take a drink. Yeah, Sam's out there hollering at me. Almost there, Mark. Okay. That's probably the safest way to get the Fleet Star back. That logging crane on there makes an already tippy truck even more tippy. It's a smoking game, but that doesn't wreck regular users. No. Because that's always the recommended way to attach a trailer. All right, that is it for those. Global map. What do we have in the drowned lands? Any trailers? A fuel trailer and a scout trailer. Fuel trailer is at the trailer store. Scout trailer is just inside the gateway. Okay. Actually, we'll take the Tega in there for that. Wrong one. It fell over. That doesn't surprise me. Absolutely. I got a whole 2 trailers in the drowned lands. A scout trailer and then the fuel trailer that I got at the service center in the middle. So I've got the Tega towing the Jeep to go take care of those. So after you get those two back up at the other garage, if you want to jump down and grab the white Western Star and take that up there. Having a rough time getting up the hill? She'll do it. She just still doesn't have all her upgrades, so. In fact, a couple of the at least one of the upgrades for that truck are in cola. And if you need fuel for anything, that wrecker's got a boatload of fuel on it. Hydrate, everyone. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, go get them. All right. We're going to go in the back way. So we're going to get up to here and then go cross country with the Jeep. Ooh, that was a big rock. Hey, JJ. Really? Come on. That mud ain't that thick. There we go. Solid ground. Yeah, tree stumps will stop you in a pretty good hurry. Of course, big rocks will do that to you too. Oh, I gotta see if it'll if this is working today or not. Yesterday it wasn't working for me. It worked for everybody else. Don't seem to be working again. Works for me on other channels. Maybe they did an update or something and you can't start a heist on your own channel. Yeah, I don't get it. Not sure why it won't let me do a heist. I can do it on other people's channels, I just can't do it here. It must be a weird setting or something. Yeah, I tried looking to see if I could see anything. I didn't see anything that was off, but I don't know. Again, I'm not quite that familiar with the software yet, so. I have not tried the gamble yet. Let me give that one a shot. Yeah, I can gamble. So gamble's working. Just, it won't let me do a heist. Is this my road? No. Kind of thought that seemed like I was getting there awful early. And Sam out there asking to come back in. I'm going to make him wait till after I get these trailers sold. That, you can't sell that one because it was a mission requirement. Good question, though. Alright, that is all trailers sold. I'll get these two down to the garage down here in the drowned lands. Get them put away, then we'll move up to Zimnogorsk and put them ones away. There sure are a lot of trucks parked up there in Zimnogorsk. Yeah. There she is. John Land's garage. Our last stop here for a little while. Wait, there's a surface trailer here that I didn't discover yet? Uh-oh. Well, it'll be fine. I'm not that desperate for money. It's clearly the other side of the map. I'm like, you know what? Yeah. We're good. Right. No, that one, Michelle, is just one I haven't discovered. The only one in here that you can't sell is the gray one in the quarry by the watchtower or the antenna. Well, all right, you have yourself a good night, man. Appreciate you stopping in and helping out. And oh yeah. Oh yeah, I know where it is. It's over at the factory. I already checked on it. That factory was way the opposite side of the map from the garage, and it just wasn't worth it for me to drive clear over there again. All right, let's see how many trucks we have out here. We're going to start with 2 because we already had 2 that we retained. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 trucks we used on this. Because even the new Tatarans, both of them got used. Hey, Steel. Your packages list 3 types of bacon. You have traditional sliced bacon, smoked back bacon, and pea meal roast. Yeah, I figured out what it was, Steel. It was you know where the space was at in there? It actually had 2 spaces, not one. So when I deleted the 1 space, there was still 1 left. I do have one other weird oddity, though. I can't do a heist on my channel. I can do a heist on everybody else's. Everybody else can do a heist on mine. I just can't. My gamble works. I can gamble. Yeah, that's what I thought. Weird. Yeah, he's not fitting through that gap. Of course, Dazon's facing the wrong direction. It's a lot of trucks to put away. I know he's going to yell at me again in a minute. About every 10 minutes, Sam lets out a bark. Dad, I'm still out here. And the atom. Alright, all the slots are empty over here. And then let's make sure that all of these slots are empty. Alright. I'm going to let Sam in, and then we are ready to move to Kola Peninsula. Here we go. Headed to Kola. In 3, 2, 1, move. Of course, then it's got its own countdown. Yeah, oh boy. All right. What vehicle do I want for this? Let's do the CK. Just put all Yukon trucks away and refueled a couple of fuel trucks. Nice. Look, I can finally do something to this guy. Roof rack. There we go. Now we got all the goodies. But Huh, that's weird, because when I sold that, it took everything out. Oh no, it didn't. It just wasn't showing it because I was still on that. All right. Alright. Friend who works at the power plant spotted an old TUZ nearby. Guy knows history well. He says they used it to drive an officer during the war. What would you say if we towed that TUZ right to his workshop? We'll do that later. Pit stop. When it's cold like this, fuel is just about as important as food. No light, no heat, even no communication maybe. Firewood may be an option, but it's much better to just haul that tanker trailer over here. Yeah, eventually. Alright, there's our trailer store. Cargo out in the middle. Alright. Let's almost no fuel for free on the map in Wisconsin. 2 trailers and a truck that has a tanker on it filled with fuel. Wow. Guess you're gonna have to watch your money there, huh? I got a little bit before I get to Wisconsin, so. I remember right, to get to that one, I gotta go up this hill. Glade transfers. Yeah. These deserted places have a charm of their own, don't you think? I even used to work here some 30 years ago. Never mind. Used to be a factory. Let's go take a look at how it's all holding up. Can you phone a friend? Not thin ice. This is some bad luck. Drove my SUV to the marshes and the engine died. I don't know a thing about cars, so I had to walk. Please do me a favor. If you could tow me to the guardhouse, and I'll take it from there. That plus one mission maintenance trailer, plus the White Western Stars tanker for that mission. I don't know, Steele. I think by the time he gets done loaning some diesel to Zing, he's not going to have any for you. Oh, it was for Zing anyhow? Alright. Good looking out, man. And Michigan had tons of... Oh, absolutely. It was everywhere. Alaska had a lot too, but it was all in little scout trailers. He slid 7 scout trailers if you hold clean it up. Oh, at least. A little view of the Aurora Borealis. All right. What's that do for us? Dead calms back there, so that'll have to wait. Temporary measures is up here waiting to be activated. It's kind of sort of on the way to that. We'll come this way through, I think. Got to be careful around the helicopter crash site. I'm not sure if the CK can do this or not, but it's going to be a slow slog across there, I bet. Be nice to the duck. Should not hear crunching noises when you're playing with your duck. Where's that watchtower? Up there. He may not be the scout for the job. Michigan's closer than Ontario. Maybe if he gives me some bacon. Oh, look, we're doing 7 mile an hour. Nope, that just spins up the tires. As it is, I got a little extra wheel spin going on. Strange, eerie glow over there. The ghost of Snowrunner's past. But you see the Aurora Borealis real good now. Don't winch save fuel? Well, most of that there was nothing good to winch to. It all depends on how bad it is. But like I said, most of that area that I just crossed, there was nothing to put a winch to. Now I've got some more trees. This area, yeah, probably. I'm going to give it a second and see if it grabs a bite on this side at all. Hey, generally. Of course, when you get in an area where the trees are too close together, you're not really accomplishing much with the winch either. Don't have him. Yep, just doing scouting. Just got in here. Finished off Tamir and proceeded to go get stuck in the ice. I mean, you had to get stuck. I had to get stuck somewhere, right? Come on, little CK. Got to get ready for the chaos. It's about to happen. What game you on tonight there, Steel? Uh-oh. Yeah, I'm thinking the old CK's pretty well done its scouting mission for the day. Alright. Time to go back to the garage and get a real scout out. Which means getting to that watchtower will be a little bit quicker. Lights! Real scout equals tank. One of the Kennys. C500 for the win. Absolute casual. Amazing, man, amazing. RDJ, just Kristen, high strung, absolute casual, and I, huh? For Enshrouded, nice. Yeah, that's not going to be chaotic in the least. 6 people. Host a 6-person server for Cat 745C with fuel carrier now that it has a snorkel. Yeah, it's just a little big to fit in some of the areas you might want to get into. It might be the rescue truck for the CK though. I have not pulled the 745C out since its upgrades. No, I don't think it did. Make sure I didn't. Okay. Next freight. For fuel and rescue in pretty much every map. Well, my normal rescue truck is the 6900 XD here lately, but I don't think that one's going to do too well here in Cola. Alright, where's that watchtower at? Up the hill. Actually, I need to back up a little bit. Of course, means I got to kill a couple of trees because This thing does not do well over rocks. Little ones or big ones. Looks pretty good even in the dark. Hydrate, guys. Drink them if you got them. If you ain't got them, go get them. Alright, let's make sure my map's pointing in the right direction so I don't confuse myself. Look, my CK, poor little guy. Next watchtower's over here. Yeah, it's pretty doable. You see what type of trees most of those are, don't you? Unbreakable. So it's going to be a slow little trek through here. Oh, there's one of the, oh, is that a drop-off for an objective? Oh, I think that's like the, he shouldn't park there, he'll get cold. I think he's got a nice warm coat on, though. Shabby guardhouse. There was a guardhouse here. Just a small house to wait out the rain. I see it's really got shabby recently. If you get us some boards, I'll do what I can to repair it. Okay? Sure. You repair away. I see the guardhouse or the watchtower. Hey, don't eat the yellow snow. Holy cow, look at the size of the footprints. They're bigger than my truck. I That might make me want to hurry up and get my CK out of there. Something's about to eat it. Come on, swing it around. Just doesn't have that tight of a turning radius. It knew where I was by the little shack. Yeah, isn't it amazing how you watch it for so long and you just know somebody's driving by terrain and you know exactly what map they're on and where they're at. There's a train station. Oh, guess what we get here? That little guy. Of course, we got to fish it out of there first. And it's not really very useful. Really? That was it. 3 watchtowers, folks. Everything else is a matter of find it on your own. So there's our watchtowers for the evening. We will head down the hill here. I know there's an upgrade over here somewhere. And we'll see about getting some of those things ticked off. Get them activated. Yeah, I used the prototype exploration unit. Back in the Soviet times, a helicopter crashed here. Ran out of fuel or just broke. Ended up landing in the woods, and they had some supplies on board that are probably not too interesting for you, but I could use them. Yeah, sure. Sounds to me like he knows exactly what those supplies are. Here goes. There's a bunker up north, not like the one of the coastal ones. No, this one is newer. A friend of mine spotted an interesting looking box there. Who knows what may be in it? We go there and take a look. Take a look, huh? You don't want me to give it to you? I mean, if I get to keep it, sure. Probably should have backed in. Would have been a little bit easier. No, we're going out the way we came in because some of that's just asking to get stuck. Oh, good. We got Austin Powers this crap now. Hang on. I mean, that makes it real convenient. It's just a little too close to that tower that I ended up. Nobody's eating lunch at the picnic tables this time of year anyhow. I need to produce the 1.21 gigawatts to get back to the future. And I don't think any of my vehicles here are getting up to 88 miles an hour. All right, let's see now. Is there anything else I needed to activate here? You got Rural Spelunker over on that side. Need to fix the flux capacitor. I know it's been flexing, not fluxing. Opened a beer and started Alaska. The snow influenced you, did it? Rural Spelunker. There are plenty of houses here that have been empty since the war. You never know what you may find in those places. A flask, a helmet, or some personal belongings. If you see an interesting spot, please let me know. Because you Austin powered your truck in Far Cry 5 yesterday? Nice. Now I think, wasn't there an upgrade down the railroad tracks down here? Been a little while since I've been in Cola, so. Maybe not on this part of them. Oh, there it is. Now it shows up. Funny it didn't show up before I turned around. Race suspension 4. The Actian. How many upgrades are we on this map? Only 10 upgrades here, so. That means I only have to find 9 more. Yeah, see, it wasn't showing up until after I turned around. So that's her bottom. That's the whole corner right there. Self-contained antique. Where'd my road go? Roads? Where we're going, we don't need roads. Harrisburg's too far away. Yeah. Just a squeaker. Okay, so that's that. Where's that thing got to go anyhow? To the mechanic over there. I mean, what the heck? We might as well tow it down there. We're here. It's here. So we'll get back down the hill. Come out. I know we got to cut through there. Might as well make our first buck off of it, right? Obviously, with all the stumps there, I can't just shoot the winch at it because it'll grab a stump. Thing's been sitting there so long it had a bush growing up through it. Heck, a bush, nothing, a whole tree. I was looking to see if I could cut the corner. Looks like too many of the wrong kind of tree. Alright, self-contained antique. You did me a big favor. Thank you, man. Surprising a friend and saving a relic at the same time. 350 XP, $3,050 cash. There's another upgrade nearby here. Somewhere down this way. And the rest of the ones on this map, I believe, are north of the river. Maybe I'm in the wrong spot. Because that's taking me up the road there. Or maybe it's just not this far back. Or the other side over by that tower. Yeah, there it is. Knew it was out here. Race suspension 4. The Ford F-750. Alright, we're going to go back over here and grab that prototype exploration unit and drag it back to town. Because that's where it's got to go. Yeah, only 8 more. Ticking them off in a hurry. Upgrade on the thin ice, not far from the garage. Yep, it's on the north side of it actually. Cat that found me curled up on your lap the other night before you sat down on the landing in the basement. That's cool. I'm getting comfy with you. Gotta take her slow, because no chains for this guy. Unless she's chipped and lost, she's home. Yeah. Hold it. Yep, see, I knew it. Knew that wasn't the one. That spot gets me every time. Going for the F-150, best to just crane it onto the trailer rather than suffer dragging it through the swamps. Well, if I got enough money, I could make it where it probably wouldn't be much of a suffering. I could take the Avenhorn. I don't think this is going to climb up them rocks over there, so we're going to climb out right here. Have I tried high gear? Oh yeah. I just not on the ice, because this thing does not have chain tires. Some vehicles you don't want to go too fast at the wrong moment. Alright, where was that dead calm at? It needs to be activated down there. See, this actually will deliver somewhere over here. But we're going to leave it right where it sits for now. Dead calm. Not so long ago, we were going to fix one of the meteor stations. So we sent over a cargo of some boards and some workers and never heard from them since. Could you go over there and see how things are? Sure. We can do that. Well, I dare say we made ourselves a pretty good round trip. Talk about proper fuel management. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's where we're going to call it a stream for right there. I thank you all for watching. Mark for jumping in and helping out a little bit. Grim Ninja also for helping out. Appreciate you guys stepping in, giving a hand. The rest of you guys, if you like what you see, hit that like button. If you really like what you see, feel free to share, comment, and if you haven't already, please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when I go live. And with that, we will see you next time. Yes, tomorrow will be region reversal, which is typically myself, Ian, and Steve. And possibly Mark, if he's available to join. We'll see how that goes. Again, thank you, and we will see you next time.